And in the night the trees began to move. From the mire rose a great mass of earth and knotted roots. Hello everybody and welcome to the swamps of Windrose. I started a quest that had me going into like some kind of stargazing tower where it mentioned that there were people stuck inside and they were trapped in there by a warlord, and so I'm really... What the heck? Did we find the monster? Oh my gosh, hold on, I'm trying to look at this thing. I've got my blunderbuss. I hit what looked like a pustule. What does this thing do? Oh my gosh. I need to reload. So this is a plague crusher. It's not nighttime though. And it's out and about. What the heck? Can I can get hits on it up close, but probably not the best idea. Okay, so this is the swamp monster of legend. I'm gonna need to dodge whatever that was. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you'll notice my setup is a bit different today. I actually have a blunderbuss on my hotbar. The issue is that it's a green... Oh, shoot, that hurts. It's a green blunderbuss. Let me pull Truffle out. Oh man, it knocks trees over. Did you see that? Alright, let me see if I can hit that. Oh, there's one on its back as well. So if Truffle can just keep it... There we go. Oh, that was nice. Okay. I thought, according to Alexander's notes, that this thing comes out at night, but maybe it doesn't have to be night. Clearly it doesn't have to be night. Okay, let's see. It was not happy about that at all. Dodge, heal. Okay. Truffles is down, it looks like. So we're in this on our own. Oh, we're so close. So close. Get out! Come on. Nice. And what do we get for killing this? What do we get for taking this beast down? So there are the... Oh, I thought I was gonna get killed by a tree. Okay. So there are the falling... Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna get killed by another tree. There are the spikes that were mentioned in Alexander's notes. A scattered log. Okay, so I got 13 Tear of Sorrow, 1 gold temple jug. Okay, well, that was something. So, we've now seen the swamp monster. I'm shaking a little bit from that. Always fun to find new things in the game. Can feel like there's a lot of the same enemies out and about in the swamp, and then you run into one of those things. So the rumors were true. Also, in the comments, somebody mentioned that there's actually a quest that leads you to this plague crusher thing. But I haven't done a quest that's led me to it. I was wondering if maybe... Oh, don't tell me there's another one. I was wondering if maybe the quest that I'm looking into doing with these star towers would lead me there. But it looks like I found it without. And yes, I am going to return to these little farms to search, just in case they do have the blunderbuss. But for now, the focus is on these stargazer towers. Well, that was exciting. So much for having a nice, relaxing time seeking out the answers to these mysteries about some warlord who locked people in towers. But anyway, let's see what we have here. So I do have the blunderbuss on my hotbar. As I said, it works with agility, and I finally gave in and just decided to upgrade it. I really was not wanting to spend the resources needed to upgrade it over something else. What is this? Okay, it's going to be a plague witch. Alright, let's get Truffle out, and I'm just going to rush her. Alright. I have no idea what that sound is that she's doing. Okay, it's a totem. Can I attack the totem? Yes. Okay. So, just for future reference, the totems can be attacked, and they can be taken down with, seems like, one shot of a very basic blunderbuss. I just don't like that the blunderbuss needs to be reloaded so often compared to that pistol that I was using before. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. And now I'm gonna have to take down more of these. Okay, just dodge a little bit. I'm gonna bandage up. Oh! Oh my gosh, that's a lot of thralls. Where did they come from? I don't think I can do this. Alright. Okay. Dodge. Alright, I think the witch is leaving me alone for the moment. The swarm of plague thralls proved difficult for me to take on with my green measly blunderbuss, but I was eventually able to clear them out and focus again on the witch, who was my true priority. Okay, I've got those nice buffs. Bottom left, you can see I have a whole bunch of buffs based on if I can do perfect blocks or not. Still loving that setup. I've been using it for most of my playthrough. So Executioner's Grace, Retaliation, Perfect Counter, and Deadly Finale. Hopefully I can just knock her down here. There we go. Okay. Her totems still haven't died though. Hold on. Alright, there's one. Gotta get that other one, and then I'm gonna throw a bandage on, and we will figure out what else is in this viewpoint. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot of stuff. Okay, what's up here? I probably didn't even have to come up here, huh? There's probably something down around the sides to deal with. Let's see. What am I missing? I just assumed because it's a... Oh, here we go. I was going to say, I assumed because it's a tower we have to go up top. I've got my lantern on. Now we need to adjust these stone dials. So I think we just copy the dial that's above it. Let's see. Nope, not that one. It should be this one. Here we go. Okay, what do we have in here? Just a plague thrall. I'm gonna call truffles for it, because why not? Okay. I don't know where Truffle went. He might be up above. Alright, is there another one in here? Nope. Looks like we're good. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Alright, let's read what this thing has to say. So someone has scratched uneven symbols into the wall of the ancient observatory. Warlord Chik-Chan abducted the daughter of the northern chieftain and came to me for the star charts, wishing to take her as his wife according to our rites. I questioned the stars, and the stars answered. They were not meant to be together, for the chieftain's daughter resisted this union. Burning with rage, Chik-Chan destroyed the star charts. He refused to heed the will of the heavens. They tore out my tongue and sealed me here, and now not a day passes that I do not pray for vengeance. The stars are without mercy. They see. They will punish my killer. That's kind of how the other one went as well. It ends by the person who was trapped in the tower saying that they will punish the killer. Their killer. So, nice. Some stuff we can sell to the smugglers. What else do we have in here? Thought there was another chest. Nope, we cleared it. Okay, so that was that one. Now, the next one is back down south. So really quickly, I'm just gonna hit up these farms, see what loot is in the farms, and then we will head back down south to figure out that next part of the star chart mystery. Alright, look, that took half his HP. That was nice. Alright, that's one down, two down. The witch has decided to get in on the fun. Oops. So I definitely find that the flow of battle is a bit disrupted with the, Blunderbuss. It's a bit slow. I'm hoping that maybe I can find one that's a bit quicker. Maybe one that has 3 reloads. I don't know. I hear there's a pretty cool one that sets things on fire. That's always fun. Especially now that we found the giant tree. Alright. That hurt, actually. I need to put... Oh, geez. I was gonna say, I really need to put more potions on my hotbar. Because I'm out of them. This might be a good time to go for a run. Oof. Okay. Shoot. Very bad. Oh my gosh, they are everywhere. Truffle, help. Maybe I can heal while Truffle distracts. Nice. That worked really well, actually. Okay. Shoot. Shoot. Truffle. Alright, potions on the hotbar. There we go. Now we can do this. Alright. Okay. There we go. Always need that quagmire powder. Alright, let's see what loot we have. I think I can finally make my way in here and see what goodies await. 2 mysterious spice. More plague thralls. I'm ready with my blunderbuss though. Just gonna run in. Blast. Alright. Alright. No problem. Okay. So, what's in here? Lots of these little tubs of things to loot, but no actual chests yet. What am I missing? Aha, we have to go through here, I assume. Okay. Old skeleton. Arboreus saber. I'm pretty sure I've already looted that. What's this? Mysterious spice and some wooden talismans. There's another skeleton over here. It's pretty sad for that guy. And it was easy to see how a skeleton might perish in ruins like these, considering how maze-like they were. I found myself going in circles, getting lost between battles of plague thralls, witches, hunters, and then also the battle against my own poor self-sense of direction. I eventually got my bearings and cleared all the chests, gathering enough mysterious spices to make every chef in the Caribbean jealous, but alas, I still did not find a blunderbuss. My motivation to find out the story behind Warlord Chik-Chan did not fade, however, so I moved on to the next star tower. Alright, let's go down to that next star viewpoint. It's pretty much directly south, so just a quick run south through the swamp, hopefully not summoning another one of those plague crushers. So I will say that even though the plague crushers were a really cool enemy, I'm not sure that I would seek them out, you know? They don't really drop anything that is really, really necessary. I already got 13 of that one resource from it. Please hold, and I will take a look at what that was. So yeah, I already got a bunch of Tears of Sorrow from them. So I can't see myself needing to farm them for anything. They were fun though. It was fun. It was fun to see something new. Novelty's always good, especially when you're nearing the end of a game. Alright, let's see what the deal is with this Warlord and locking people up in star towers. Hopefully we don't have a ton of witches to fight through at this one. Just creep my way through here. What do we have? We have another way up, so that means I'm gonna go around the other side and see if I can go in rather than up. Okay, we've got a plague hunter. Oh, we've got a plague warrior. Okay, Truffle, it's your time. I need to take care of the hunter before I do the warrior, though. Truffle? Truffle? He's slacking on the job a little bit. Come on. Oh, I missed. Darn it. Okay. Hopefully I can save myself? Oh, I lagged a bit there. It, like, wouldn't let me click the potion. That was rough. Okay, let me get positioned to fight this guy. Alright, get ready to parry. Alright, this might take a second. These guys have so much HP. And they do that little blocky hit. Man, it feels so good, actually, to get blocked by the shield. I know it sounds silly, but like, I don't know what the developers did, but the physics behind that just feels really, really nice. Okay, I'm out of stamina. I need to watch it. I hear another creature somewhere. I hear something else. I hear another hunter. Okay, so that's that guy down. Where am I hearing another? Oh, he's up there. Well, you know what? Too bad. I'm going to go down below and you're not going to be able to get me. Okay, so let's match this up. Nope, it's the one that has the tail. There we go, that one. And now, this one. Kind of reminds me of part of the Big Dipper a bit. There we go. And what do we have in here? Also, I just ran out of my stamina buff from my well-rested buff at my base. So, things might get a little rough stamina-wise here for a minute, but this is the last tower, I believe. So since this is the last tower, I might be able to make my way through without it. Darn, no blunderbuss. Lots of fun stuff, though. I don't need those leek seeds. I have so many of them. And then here is the next part. Okay. The northern people declared war upon us. Northern people. Could that be the people from the mountain that has to do with the priestess, where the priestess comes from? And Warlord Chik-Chan came to me seeking a prophecy, but the stars were silent. In helpless fury, Chik-Chan shattered the sanctuary above and defiled the observatory, sealing me within. Death draws near. I know this place will become my grave. My strength is nearly spent. Thirst clouds my sight, yet the stars see all. They whisper to me of vengeance. Chik-Chan will soon perish. A war band of the northern people will come for the chieftain's daughter and kill him, casting his body into the swamps near my grave. There it will change, swelling and twisting, entwining with the earth and with roots born of corruption. This sounds like the plague monster that we already found. The stars whisper to me of the calamity Chik-Chan has brought upon my people, but here there is no one left who can hear me. Make a copy for your journal. Okay. Let's see what it says I should do next based on that. So, like, it seems that there's a default swamp monster that you can just, like, stumble across, and then maybe there's a named one? Find the Warlord's death site. Okay, so let's see. The last foretold his own death, drowned in the nearby swamps. The Warlord must have been a man of great status, and more importantly, wealth. And then look at all those Tumbaga ingots we get as a reward. So now I have to go find his resting place. Wait, this is near where we found the other one. So, okay. My plan is that I'm going to summon my ship and get my stamina buff. I'm going to get my stamina buff back, so I'm going to head slightly northeast. And then once I have that stamina buff back, we are going to go find the Warlord himself. The twisted remains of the Warlord himself. So yes, thank you very much in the comments for the commenter who suggested I just follow the quests because it will eventually lead me to the swamp monster. What I did not anticipate was that I would find the swamp monster before finishing the quests. Maybe it's a different named version. I summoned the trusty Argonautica, thinking that it wasn't exactly on my Windrose bingo card to be summoning an ancient warlord from its resting place in the swamp, but there I was. I got my rested buff, offloaded some of my extra materials, and headed towards its final resting place. After a quick rest under the Caribbean stars. Alright, this looks like a good spot for a tent. I can just run directly past this pillar, and we can go find the Warlord. I think it's really interesting, the idea of the people of the north, the tribes of the north, coming down and disrupting the peoples of this area. Again, makes me think of the Ashlands and the mountain tribes and all that. But anyway, I've set my revival point, so let's return home. I'm pretty sure I can just summon my little boat and travel on my little boat, right? Yep. But yeah, I really like how everything ties together in this game. If you just take the time to read the things, it all makes a bit of sense. Okay, let's sleep. Without using it as a revival point, because that would kind of mess up the whole idea of what I was trying to do with the homeward journey potion. So yeah, what I'm doing with that, in case you guys don't know, is there's a potion called Homeward Journey, which will take you back to the last tent that you have saved your spawn at, or I guess I should say the last bed as well. So it saves needing to use a fast travel bell for whatever location you are exploring, because we only get 10 travel bells. So this is kind of my way around that. Alright, it is a new day. Oh wow, I've had my lantern on this whole time. I may as well refill it while we're here too. And yes, please excuse the mess. I have not built much since the last video, my last build video. I've been enjoying the rest of the game so much that I haven't been building. That's okay though. Alright, so here we go. Homeward Journey. And we fade, we get a little drunk, or we go on a trip of sorts, and we end up at our last save spot. And the Argonautica is still here where I left her. Kind of cool. It's kind of a cool shot, I think. A cool shot of the swamp with the Argonautica there in the background. I love taking screenshots. I swear I should have been a photographer in another life. Honestly, any creative pursuit I should have been. Okay, time to re-eat our food. I've got my elixir of cruelty, which I'm going to take. Plenty of bullets, homemade gunpowder. Again, using a green blunderbuss. I really did like the snappiness of the reliable pistol. I really did. Alright, let's focus here. Let's see what we find. I hear a croc. I don't want to have to deal with a croc right now. Alright, we've entered the plagued swamps. And we've found it. This is Chik-Chan. And he is not happy. Truffle? Go for it, Truffle. I got some weak spots I need to hit. Oh! And he has some weak spots of mine. Did I get it? I think I did. Ooh, he is tanky. Okay. I don't see any spots. Oh, yes, I do. Alright. Man, he moves so fast. It's actually kind of hard to try and hit them. Dodge. Alright. He's on me now. Dodge. Did not dodge. Shoot. I think I would have been better off with my pistol for this, because I can get more shots and quicker with less focus on reload. I need to get in there and hit while he's down, I think. Okay. And out. Out, I said. I also need to watch the plague thing. I might have to run for the edges in just a moment. I'm gonna run for the edges really quickly and let that go down. There we go. We'll let that abate for a moment. Hopefully he'll keep following me this way. Ooh! He's gonna start knocking palm trees down. And I'm gonna start getting... Yeah, look, there goes a tree. This is so funny. Alright, he didn't have a blister there to take down, but let me see if I can get around his backside and pop this one. Nope. Surely not. He's about halfway down. thought I got that on him. There we go. Okay. Nice. We can get some really good hits on him here. And dodge. And hopefully reload. Dodge. I need to get around his back. How am I going to get to his back? Maybe while he's attacking I can quickly... Come on. Nice. Got it. Alright. I think Truffle can come out now. Alright, any blisters to pop? I don't think so. And dodge. On the lookout for the blisters, not seeing any. Ooh, dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh gosh, those hurt so much. I might have to run for the edges of the swamp again here. Shoot. No, 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 no. I thought that was about to be the end. We're so close. I need a good hit on one of his soft spots. He's not showing any though right now. There you go. Got it. I don't think that's going to do anything though. Shouldn't he have fallen? Shouldn't he have fallen? Shoot. Dodge. Heal. Okay, we healed. Oh, this is so bad. Run. Get out. Get out. Oh man. I also need to get out of the swamp or else I'm going to start having issues. Alright, bandage. Clutch bandage. Heal. I see him down there knocking down trees. Okay. Come on. Here we go again. Oh, no! Oh, wow! That was absolutely insane. Okay. Okay, 21 Tears of Sorrow, knocked down Gold Mask of the Priest. Oh, that was a battle. Alright, I've got great health potions. We're going to be doing that. Okay, so that was a mini-boss fight. Really cool. Is that the only mini-boss fight in the game? I think? I guess that crocodile boss we did was a mini-boss fight. The croc related to the Lord of Death that we did in the 2 videos ago, I think. Very cool. Okay, so let's see. Gold Mask of the Priest I think just sells for a lot. And then we got 21 Tears of Sorrow. And we are so close to level 13. Yet still, no blue, or even, dare I say, plague Blunderbuss. Alright. What now? The gnarly roots and human limbs of Chik-Chan and also his Plague Crusher variants surely lived up to the hype that they gathered from Alexander X. Kameline's journal. I decided to push on and clear the final viewpoint of this swamp island so that I could reach level 13 and pray to Davy Jones for a blunderbuss. Alright, I have decided I would like to clear out this farm because it will level me up to 13. And then I will be one step closer towards beating the Priestess. I don't know if I want to get to full 15 before I beat her. But 13 would be nice to have, I think. I did Thomas Richards quite underleveled for my level, but my gear was leveled up properly. That's the important thing in this game, is gear level is everything, not necessarily your character's level. Where's that hunter? Over here? Oh. So it looks like we've got 2 plague warriors and a hunter. Oh, come on. This is gonna be hard. 2 of these? Ooh, dodge. I might have to go back to the ship for more potions as well. I tried my best to conserve my potions as I fought through the plague warriors and whatever else was creeping around the maze of the ancient farms. I also recounted how difficult combat has felt for me this episode. It was an increase in challenge, it felt. I think this might be the most challenging combat I've had going on since the Israel Hands fight, actually. Alright, let's go in here first. Unless something's gonna sneak up and surprise me, which, you know... I'm not a big fan of surprises. Okay, let's see. Oh good, healing potion. That's good. I'm gonna put that on my hotbar actually, because I don't need to be using these great healing potions. I would like to save them. Always conserving. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. And then there's definitely something waiting in here for me. Many things actually. So, truffle. I said truffle? I guess not. Alright. Truffle must not have been ready. Those were some good shots on them. Should be able to just bop him down. Dua Lipa. And there we go. Alright, let's see what was hiding in this much guarded corner. Lots of mysterious spice and old skeleton. With lots of vases and pottery pieces and more spice. Okay. So, no luck yet with a new weapon, unfortunately. Okay, we've got another plague witch. Alright, now I'm gonna call Truffle. Oh, she comes with a plague croc. Shoot. Oops. I did not mean to try and hit the croc with the blunderbuss. Okay, he's down. Oh, I hear something behind me. Oh, and I'm out of stamina. No, no, no. Okay. Shoot, it's gonna... Okay, it's gonna die. I thought it was gonna do its big red attack. Okay, what else do I have here? Oh, the witch. That's weird. She, like, didn't... Whoops. She didn't do... Oh, shoot, not the totems. Oh, I think we got her in time. Wow, okay. Took her down before she could summon her totems. I think I'm supposed to get in there. What have I missed here, though? This is a really big farm complex. And just like the one before it, it was maze-like too. And also, just like the one before it, it contained lots of hunters, witches, and warriors. But alas, no blunderbuss here either. Thankfully, there was a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel when I finally found the last chest. Alright, so this is where the, that last plague hunter is. Okay, here we go. Right in front of the plague hunter. Hopefully this is 8 out of 8, and hopefully this will be level 13, and then I can show you a little bit about what I've got going on. There we go, level 13. Okay. I feel relatively safe in here, so we can look, oops, not okay. We can look at levels and stuff. So, talents, let's see, what else can I do towards the top of this tree? Perfect ashes restore 25%, no. Perfect blocks restore 15% of your current passive gun reload progress. Gain more health. Each consecutive hit increases your damage by 4%. I do really like Executioner's Grace, so I think I'm going to do that one. And then progression-wise, I'm still working on getting my agility up at max, as well as my mastery because of that crit chance. Okay, so now I'm level 13 and I feel a little bit better about my chances with the Priestess. The issue is still that I'm not entirely happy with my Blunderbuss. And I also wanted to thank a commenter who mentioned that, like, I shouldn't just be focused on getting a particular weapon. And it's not like a particular weapon, I just want an agility rifle or blunderbuss or pistol that is better than this one. So yes, this blunderbuss just does scale with agility, just like my Soul Eater and my dueling saber, which is now level 15 by the way. But it feels not as good as the utility from the reliable pistol. So let's cross our fingers and do some kind of chant to Davy Jones to bring a nice blunderbuss towards us here. Here's what my swamp islands look like, by the way. This one cleared, this one cleared, this one cleared. This I know is where I believe the Priestess is supposed to be, so I might have to sail around and look for further swamp islands to see what else I can do as far as a Blunderbuss goes. Well, day 17, we finally found the swamp monster that was discussed in Alexander's journals. We found 2 of them, as a matter of fact, which was really exciting. We found a stray wandering one, and then we found a named, what was his name? Chik-Chan Warlord. How cool is that? I was thinking before I was told in the comments that it was real, and it actually was, and I love when games do that. I also find it interesting. Someone mentioned that there's an NPC that actually tells you the locations of all of Alexander's notes and camps that I did in the last video, and I had no idea who that was. You guys will have to let me know which NPC tells you which islands have Alexander's notes, because that definitely would have made things much, much easier. But I think now my plan is going to be to keep going with all of the swamp island exploration in order to find the blunderbuss that I need to take on the Priestess. That's going to be in the next video. I'm not putting it off anymore. I really just wanted to find that swamp creature, because if I can take on this Warlord Chik-Chan, surely I can take on the Priestess, right? The mystery of the Ashlands, possibly those mountainous tribes that were talked about, is still really curious to me, and I can't wait until that content actually comes out for the game, because as I understand it, the Priestess was from the mountain tribe, and in today's questline we saw that the warrior Chik-Chan that we defeated was fighting against that mountain tribe. So there's like a bit of tribal warfare going on here, not just what we see with the pirates and the explorers and Juan de la Cosa and Alexander X Cameline and all that stuff, but there's a second layer to the whole story, which again I find so cool that the Kraken Express has ended up getting in here. I'm not taking on a frigate today. I don't have grog with me. I'm always missing one type of alcohol, because now I'm stocked up on rum, but there is no Madeira to be found, so I'm gonna need to get on that. But anyway, I'm gonna head to this new swamp island and skirt around the Forgotten Relics in order to find a blunderbuss, and maybe the next time I see you guys, after all of the ancient locations I clear, I will finally have a purple or blue variant that I can ascend to purple, and then we can head forth and defeat the Priestess and get the final artifact that we need to figure out what is going on to our body in terms of why we are undead and how we can undo it. So that is it for me today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of lots of combat and seeking out monsters and ghosts of the past as we uncover all of these mysteries involving swamp tribes on our journey to fight the Priestess. I really hope you all are enjoying your games, particularly if you are still setting sail in Windrose like me. I will see you all in the next video, where big things happen with the boss of the swamp.